It's time for a bit longer EU4 campaign, and I'm gonna play Austria in my EU4 Achievements Hunter run. In this campaign, I'll be going for multiple Austria achievements, but most importantly, fulfilling their whole mission tree, going Zoroastrian, and fulfilling the Zoroastrian mission tree while owning all of the Zoroastrian centers of religion. And all that with going in episode 1 to revoke the privilegia like in a normal human being, without exploits, without the elective monarchy, just having pure pleasure and fun without tryharding. You can use this campaign as a guide how to play as an EU4 Holy Roman Emperor. You also have fun browsing almost 190 maps in our store strategymaps.co. If you want to support this channel, this is a business that I'm running solely between me and my wife. That's not an ad for anything external. This is our store with our whole heart in it, and plenty not only with EU4 and EU5 styled maps, as you can see still in here, but also plenty of historical maps. That's actually mostly historical maps that we're having, and it's all printed in here in my room. We are not buying it externally. Take a look, as there's plenty maps that might be of interest, and if you use a code ULM from the description of this video, you'll get 10% off. First of all, we'll go and secure an alliance with Burgundy, because that will increase the chance of the positive outcome of the Burgundian inheritance later on. And then I will be focusing on getting 4 electors opinion of us to 75. To do that, I will first of all make sure to get an improved relation guy that is also cheaper for Austria. We can also go ahead and grab the discipline guy, and for admin we will be aiming to get the stab cost guy. This guy is also cheaper, so you might consider him, and I think I will go and take him. But before that, we need to do the estates. We start with negative, a house divided modifier. To get rid of it, I most importantly need to get to 40 of Crownland. And I also need 40 of Crownland for the mission over here. That's why I will not take any power points from the estates day 1. Instead, we have to make sure that they're all gonna be loyal without having too much of influence, so when I conquer, I get some crown power at least. Clergy will most importantly give me religious diplomats, development of the temples, and I need something else to get their equilibrium to 60. Let's go get the oversight by the clergy. From the nobility, same approach. I will go and take the manpower. We will go ahead and take a general as well as the force bonus. Finally, from the burghers, we'll take the additional prestige, 1% loans, Fulgur's family privileges, which actually gives us cheaper advisors, and reduce inflation, which will be important with our Swiss mine. And then let's also take the tax meta. That's 4. I can give 1 more, so I then have 1 slot for the PowerPoint. So how about we go and increase their loyalty? That's it. Now we can go ahead and summon the diet. All of them are complete shit, which is unfortunate. One's fine and Sizzland, so we aim for that 40 of Crownland. With the Diplo points that we have, I will go ahead and start deving our gold mine to increase our economy. Then we can go ahead and grab the general, which is not bad. That's 3 siege. That's actually the perfect general, unlike our ruler. But yeah, let's go ahead and take that level 3 advisor. Swiss mine will pay for that. And we have to start working on the electors now. So we need to find electors that are not rivaling the other electors. So it's easier for me to grab that bonus. Obviously I have to wait a day to send an alliance, and I'll just do it through the alliances because that's the fastest by far way to do that. Well, colonies I guess fine. And then Brandenburg. So you see I already have 3 out of 4 of them. And then the last one, I guess, is gonna be the Palatinate. Let's start gathering troops because my first war is gonna be against Bohemia. For that, since we don't have professionalism, I will go and use a free company. And probably need a grand company. Just to be sure on that war. And let's grab the rivals. This is gonna be Bohemia, since I'm about to kill them. This is gonna be maybe rivals of Castile, because they will not like us because they rival Burgundy. But they also don't like Aragon. So I can go ahead and rival Aragon. And I can rival Venice, as I will be most likely expanding there at some point. Then grab one more alliance in here, which allows me to pick the mission. That's the restoration of Union Casus Belli on Bohemia. Now I can choose a branching mission, and this is either Legacy of Charlemagne branch or General Unification branch. This is the first time I'm playing on this mission tree, Austria, so let me read through that. Okay, so I can already see that this is great, but that's gonna lead us to unify Germany by conquest, which I don't plan. I want to play diplomatically in Europe. Remember that we also do want to reign in Italy, and for that to happen we need to either ally or have 150 opinion of each of these guys. That's why I will be aiming on getting rid of some of these alliances and replacing them with relations in Italy, starting with the bigger fishes like Milan. Can also send a merchant to Italy, maybe instead of Krakow, which will then give us a bonus to the improved relations. We have a focus on admin, but since I'm having a level 3 advisor in here, I don't think it is necessary. So instead I will just go on a no focus. That's gonna be a tough war, but it should be fine. I could call in Saxony if I promise them land, but let's not do empty promises and go have some fun. Now, while this war is ongoing, I can already start breaking the alliances with the guys that I don't want to keep as my allies. I'll also go boost my stability to start getting prosperity, especially here in Tyrol. I'm a bit lucky. Burgundian ruler already died. That's fast. Remember, I think Charles has to die for the Burgundian inheritance to happen. Since they technically have a bit of an advantage on the numbers, I'm making sure to cash the small stacks. As you know, to work with the quantities. And this way, with barely any losses, I'm slowly gaining that edge. And in the meantime, I'm winning the siege race, because obviously there's a free siege guy here. Unfortunately, unlike in EU5, you need a diplomat to piece out someone in the war, so yeah, let me free one. I have to defend Vienna because he was about to siege it, but with a bit of advantage on the numbers, plus a sortie, we should be fine. Keep it also in mind that Austria starts with not only insane amount of improved relation bonus, but also morale of armies, while Bohemia is just having advisor cost and Imperial growth authority. So yeah, see, we're destroying them with even a slight chance of stack wiping them. Military ideas of Isabel is crucial actually, guys, because I can do this. And then next month I can get Intel to 8 of production, which is gonna solve any issues of money. Just look at it. It's 5.2, but I will be able to, after a month, to click that mission, because it will be over 5 decades of gold income, which gives us decreased depletion chance over there, but more importantly, this event, which is a flat goods produce modifier. So it is not 5.2 that I'm earning, it is 8.4 ducats, so it now sustains my high level advisors. Besides personal union, I must take Praha, which is gonna be a crucial province later on, because unfortunately it is Hussite, so the effects of the monument are not giving me anything. Once I convert it, I'm gonna get flat Imperial authority, which is gonna be crucial. That's gonna be coming later. Let me right now take a few things. I don't want to usurp their electorate. Instead, let's grab the missions. Crown of Bohemia will make them inherit the lands of Silesia, but also give me an additional relation. Surpass the Poles Well, they have Lithuanian Union, so I don't think I can count on getting that PU. So instead, let's just get the perma claims on them. I'll be expanding the empire over there. And since I was stronger than Hungary, I'll get the Restoration of Union CB on them. Obviously, I'll not attack right away, because I have too much of aggressive expansion, but we'll be doing that later. Because of that, I'm gonna also go ahead and rival Hungary. I'll be having so much manpower because we are Emperor, and there's no need to keep the Grand Company, so let's start saving money so we can actually go and get that mission done to improve this guy's opinion of us. Now, we need to wait out in 1460 for the Shadow Kingdom, so I will be just, making sure that they have nicely improved relations in Italy, but I'll make action once the incident starts. I might also need to improve relations with some electors just to make sure that in case for some reason my ruler dies, they're going to vote for me. But in the meantime, we need to improve relations with Bohemia, because if my ruler dies with this opinion negative, we lose the personal union. Just in case, I'm gonna also make sure that I have a royal marriage with Castile, so maybe at one point we'll get a Habsburg over there. I'm wondering if Frisia joining the empire gives any authority. Just look, it's 24.39. It does not. Oh, and my cheaper advisor died. Let's just for now replace him with something of level 1. But as soon as I repay my debt, I'm gonna take another cheaper advisor. Now, since I improve relations with Brandenburg to 100, you see the requirement is quite weird, but no age, remember, below 100 opinion of us has 10 provinces, so that's just Brandenburg. It gives me force limit modifier and diplo annexation cost. So technically it's really not something that I need right now. I might need that diplo annexation cost later into the game, so I'm not gonna click it. I actually think I'm gonna use one of my slots to ally Pope, just so I get more of the papal influence for my own need. Obviously later on I might need to break that alliance in order to reign in Italy, but that's a long path. Now that advisor is gonna be super helpful for multiple reasons. Most importantly, I need him to give me the yearly inflation reduction. So now it is barely increasing, otherwise it would be skyrocketing. Let's also go ahead and seize land, and now we need to get this to 60, which is gonna take a while, but taking a diet is gonna help with that, especially with just dealing with the diplo points. Venice is fighting with the Ottomans. That might be our moment to hit. If only I had the take 4. That might help. It's also a cheaper advisor for the militaries. Let's go and grab him. Honestly, I can do this already. So let me get this guy on level 3. We can afford that. I need one death click, which I'm gonna do on this land already. Now, I can take this decision, which counts as the privilege that was taking down my tax meta and increasing my autonomy, and instead for 20 years I will get increased tax and the autonomy being decreased. Let's state Prague. Decreasing development, concentrating is gonna help to convert it easier, but that's not gonna be an easy conversion. You see, we are nowhere close to be able to do that because it's a religious center, but let's do some other things that are gonna help with that. I could accept... Ooh, actually that was a mistake to concentrate, because I cannot accept the Czech culture now. But anyway, that's... even with that, it wouldn't be enough. Don't accept culture, you still minus 4%, so even with some other modifiers, we are not there yet. I really want to convert Prague. That's why I'm gonna grab this, which is also gonna help get these guys to equilibrium faster. That's also why I'm gonna go and accept the Czech culture. This is already at only minus 3.5. This is also helpful, but it takes the Kremlin. So before I go take the mission, I'm not gonna click it. I got CP and Hungarian from the event as well, not only the mission. And I have Edvard Frangepan. 000, what is this? I'm childless and consortless. I need an heir. With Tech 4 on admin, we can heavily invest into the churches. So the plan for now is we wait for the Italian incident. We wait for the Duke of Burgundy to die. And by the 1460, when the incident starts, we need to PU Hungary, and definitely we need to take the next Imperial reform. So before I even go after Hungary, I'll wait for this to hit 50. Let's sound the diet. Clergy, oh, you want me to get the tax. But I think this is more worth than losing 10 kremlin for money I don't need. So I guess we go on dev tax. So now with this, I can go ahead and take the balance day states, which gives me the reform, progress, loyalties, and crown power. And now I can finally go ahead and take the power point from each. So my mana generation is much stronger. And we can take the first guarantee form, where I will go actually for the tax meta, because we don't need manpower, and the tax is definitely useful. This is a really strong part of my economy, even more than gold, especially with all the churches that I've built. Yes, it's land, so make sure we keep it above 20. Now that I can lose some crown power, yeah, it's not gonna be 20. Let's go and grab additional missionary strength, but that's also a good bonuses to our culture and religion provinces. So see, this is now at minus 1.4, which means I can go ahead and get a missionary strength from here. Which allows me to start converting that. I can speed it up even more by boosting my stability. It is what it is. But let's go grab it. And now you see this is gonna finish in 7 years. It's gonna be absolutely worth it for us. Because the first reform, I don't know, it's not the fastest, but I'm having pleasure from this campaign. This gives me the construction and development cost for every single of my provinces in the empire. Plus, I will get CP on nations holding the territories. That's a moment to go and declare on Hungary to get the PU on them. Honestly, I probably should have taken also HEP from Bohemia for the gold mine. But Prague is more important. I could have taken both. But I'm not gonna make that mistake with Hungary. We're gonna go and take Nitra from them. Only 2 battles were fought in this war, and both were with Silly. I can actually piece them out separately. As my war participation, yes, that's gonna be a decent amount of prestige we can stack. Oh, they don't have any rivals. I thought they might have. It's just 1.6 prestige. Can I get... Yes, I can get more. Okay, that's better than nothing. Well, that's insanely. That's nice. Remember, the more prestige you get, the less of, I guess, expansion you get, but most importantly, that's a lot of improved relations that is stuck here. And that's the kind of the war that I like, where we barely started, we can already finish before the Italy situation. That's what I love, and just taking also full money. Yep. There's no problem at all with the aggressive expansion. The empire is growing. That allows me to become a great power. Number 6, and we can grab a mission. Royal Hungary, which will make them an incorporated personal union, which from my understanding simply does not take a Diplo slot. But before that, can I make sure to get the strong duchies, please? Especially that with our government, it gives more. And then that's also cheaper improved relation advisor. This guy is already cheaper, isn't he? Yeah. That was the Renaissance. This is gonna be helpful to get more bonuses here and go for the expansion. So I'm gonna embrace the institution. And I'm about to take 5 on admin. But that is a perfect timing. Visiting refugees, It's 10% tech cost. So for every technology in the next 30 years, I will take 60 less mana. Let's go take this. Then I'm gonna get the tech 5 so I can unlock the ideas. And I think I'll start with the influence idea. Obviously Diplo wouldn't be so bad with the province war score cost. But I think I want to go the influence admin. But we don't need the annexation cost for all these unions right now. So I'd rather start with the Diplo ideas. And I can right away take almost 2 of them. We need 3 to unlock this Diplo annexation cost, but also Imperial authority growth modifier. Oh, Poland, you hate me, but you still pay the money for institution. We could go and get the Croatian provinces in the meantime. Let's go and grab them. To be honest, I should have co-belligerent Serbia. That is fine. Oh yeah, there it is. Croatia is integrated. I just thought it's instant. And there goes the Shadow Kingdom. I need that first option to be there. Okay. No, it's not time to abandon Italy. We must train in it. I probably paid shit more of AE because I wanted to take the Kosovo gold mine. But what I'll do now, I'll release in here Bosnia, give the northern provinces to Hungary. And then keep Kosovo for ourselves, but they have to core these provinces first. The balance of power with another one war gives me even more of improved relations and diplomatic reputation. And the diplomat will give us the AE impact as well per level. You can also grab the first bonus in here. Not an easy choice. Diplo rep could be obvious. Improved relation. Let's go for the another improved relation bonus. There goes the Shadow Kingdom. Let's turn all of our resources now to reign in Italy. And it shouldn't be hard. I have to most importantly break alliance with Pope. I need to get these guys. Yeah, this expansion doesn't help. I should have probably waited with piecing out. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be able to grab the alliances. So maybe I just did the right thing. Make sure to get these guys on 150. That's gonna be the most important part because I can't I can't ally, they are goddamn subjects. But I can bestow the Imperial Grace. Since I'm dealing with the situation, I can also go grab that event. That gives me plus 50 opinion of all the princes. So that fixes the Montferrat. So see, we just missing this few now. Either alliance or plus 150 relations. Why I'm holding all of this? I'm right now only missing Mantua and Bologna. I did not notice that Bologna joined HRE, so I'm quickly improving relations with them. What's important now is to state this and make sure that we do not dev it yet, because we need to grab this bonus first. But I can certainly decrease the autonomy here to make more. Anyway, with Mantua improved to 150, there we go, we can reign in Italy. Right immediately after the situation start, just 25 Imperial authority. Obviously keeping Vendatory allows me to keep growing the authority as fast. Now I just need to get rid of these alliances. Oh, we could vote to now get Pope into the HRE. Let's see if anyone... Ooh, this is actually happening. What's also happening is an insane amount of money that you're making, which is just beautiful. With Prague converted. Now this should be applied. Is it yet already? Now it is 0.28 a month. We should go on Venice because they're in a weak point fighting the Ottomans. And I can go on an Imperial campaign. But then I wouldn't be able to take Zara, which I need for the mission. So let's do this. Now be able to feed these two provinces into Milan to make the HRE stronger. It looks like we managed to get Pope into an empire. That's what I love. This is increasing even faster, and that's almost 40 already. Oh, that's yet another one. This time about the Teutonic Order, but it's dying to Poland already, so it doesn't really matter. This will give me out of Imperial authority, so please join. With the third diplo idea, I'm no longer losing diplo points for being too many. But this is most important. Oh yeah, there's no war, but once there's peace, I'll be getting 0.32 Imperial authority. Yeah, and thanks to it we are at 70 of Imperial authority. Actually, too bad it didn't happen just after we took the second reform. That would be the perfect timing, but that's still fine. So from Venice, I will want to give the provinces to Milan, and then release the small guys around here. And then I need Zara. But for now Ottomans are occupying it, so I must wait. To be honest, I'm gonna click it already, even if I'm gonna use it, I don't know, for Bosnia or whatever. More importantly, we have Rome in Italy now, so I can get flat 5 Imperial authority modifier at the end of the game. Additional relations thanks to already used diplomats and missionary strength. For example, to get Kosovo converted. This is just perfect. Look. Without a peace in the empire, this is 0.35 a month. Ottomans are just stalling, wasting our time. Do I need Zara? I don't. But I also don't, because of that I don't have the war goal. And I did take also Venice in that peace deal, but yeah, I need the war goal for that. Thank you, Ottomans. I was scanning for it for a long time, that they blockade, and they arrived there. Like, look, Milanese arrived there before the Ottomans, just stay in their place. And I got trolled, because Milan is out for Bergamo. I've lost the fort in here, and I've lost the siege in here. It's just so much of Imperial authority being wasted. That's the one thing that hurts me. That's yet another improved relations. So we are already at 150%. In the meantime, let me grab tier 3 guarantee reform, and I will go for the reform progress growth. So from Venice, we need Zara. We need to give Brescia. I mean, yes, we need to give Brescia, and then we release some subjects. I think Venezia would be great for the trade purposes. I don't need trade income yet, so we might make it our secondary goal, because look how much more I can take if I skip Venice for now. Here, let's release... No, I want this for myself. This is just perfect. And let's just... Worst part will be overextended, but people still want to vote for it. 40 Imperial authority wasted. That's what hurts me. But yeah, with secure Croatia, we get manpower, and we improve the Rijeka center of trade. Excuse me, why is my future PU fighting France without my permission? I did declared on Provence. That's why I'm not there. The Ottomans just started gold era, so I'm a bit afraid the army quality might be too much for us. 4.2 morale I would have. Okay, it's not that bad. Ideal we also get this. And since I saw ahead in the middle deck, I should go with more prosperity. And we need this guy's over 50%. Yeah, let's wait for this to hit 100%, and then we will def this for the development to get the golden era. Since Ottomans are a bit too strong for me still, I will go and take down Poland to go through this path of the mission tree, and in the meantime let the authority grow. Poland is also holding imperial provinces. Tech 4, Tech 5, that should be an easy one. I know Tech 6 versus Tech 4... they have just no chance of doing anything. That is the first bonus, is definitely the justified words in here, especially that I will take a lot from Poland in this peace deal. With 25 teleported in Vienna and enough of innovativeness, I'm getting a new university there, and innovativeness. It's perfect. Yeah, I've got some proximity. But yeah, with this at 30, next month I embrace the golden era. There it is. It should be just enough for the third idea group as well. And Emperor's Death, which is good and bad news, hit the AE impact, but more importantly, where is it? That's 10 of Imperial authority. Ottomans declared on Mamluks. These guys are shitty though, but you might use that to attack the Ottomans soon. And looks like Burgundy lost some of their subjects in a year. It's not ideal with our plans. They also lost 4 provinces to France. God damn it, Burgundy. Oh, couldn't happen earlier. But there it is. Burgundian succession. They inherited the few subjects that they still had in their hands. And they are our personal union now. We also have the incident where we keep, we should for sure keep Burgundy, which will give us Imperial authority and get us into the war with France, that is take 6 as well. This is also probably, yes, a mission to reclaim the Burgundy. We'll see. We will have 2 options. If I do this, I will no longer be able to inherit Burgundy, and I want to inherit them. So instead we'll go for the second option, which gives us the power points that we also actually need. This province for Caucasus I can take more from Poland. I need to just do this for better borders. And for money. That's just lovely. And obviously that's a mission. Reign in Poland. It gives me a choice to get expanded Krakow bonuses, which is not bad. Or Warsaw. Let's go for the Krakow bonus and conquer Galicia, would allow me to form Austrian Empire, which is manpower in the primary and same culture group provinces, but I cannot form Austria-Hungary later on, or I go for unlocking the Hungarian and Transylvanian culture bonuses privilege. No, we are Austrian Empire now. Now there's a problem with these locations. I can't core them quickly. So how about, because to take the next reform, I cannot be overextended. So how about we just, and I'll be stacking the annexation, so how about we release Kraków? And we feed Kraków with some of these locations. And when you see now, I'm very close to get to push it before the situation ends, because that gives me Imperial authority. Let's feed these guys with more. Just give them everything. Just one big Kraków. It's 32 against 62 against 20. Perfect. This gives me state maintenance, but more importantly, casus belli to expand the empire outside of it. And that's our new players map mode. AE is not really a problem, especially when it is decreasing so fast, 5 a year. What I'll be focusing on now is to increase how much of Imperial authority I'm getting. Few ways to do that. First of all, I have now a CB to expand the empire, so we're doing that. It's only in the smaller countries, so use that on importantly Herzegovina right now. Imperial bans on Denmark and France, and overall expansion for ourselves in the Ottomans. But before that, we gotta go and build a fort in Kosovo, because that's gonna be an important gold mine, which by the way we should core and decrease the autonomy in. What I should also do is taking the 1% loans from the burghers. I thought that's gonna be a bit more. Then maybe also sell titles, so I can improve the Prague to level 2, because instead of 0.5 of Imperial authority, I would be getting 0.10. And that's what I've been waiting for to attack the Ottomans. You know, I have a level 3 advisor for the discipline, because he was cheaper, and that might get you a 10% discipline event for 6 years. We have to prepare for the war with the Ottomans. Expand Empire to Herzegovina, just so you're aware, is 2 Imperial trade, so it's not huge, but it's also a small country. And we're also gonna force legion, so I don't have a heretic in the history. With tech 7 taken, I can unlock my second idea group, which we already discussed, that is gonna be admin, coring cost, diplo capacity, the governing capacity. Anyway, let's declare on the Ottomans. 54,000 troops. See, I don't have much of a CB, but Conquest of Vidin, I guess this is good enough. Army qualities. We've got 115 discipline, thanks to the event, so that's more than that, and I have more morale, so that should not be that bad of a war for us. I think the unit pips might be a bit better, but with this completed, we are getting 0.36 Imperial authority every month. Second bonus in here is gonna be, transfer subject. Is there a PU over here? No. Well, you know what, let's just go for the war taxes, so I can always keep it quiet war. This inflation reduction is very helpful, because it is no longer increasing with everything stacked. This is my peace deal with the Ottomans, and it's really decent because I'm so happy I don't have to do any actions before the peace deal, like I have to in EU5. I'll release 2 subjects that will help me expand in here. That's obviously Byzantium, and that's obviously Bulgaria. And these 2 guys, they have plenty of course on the Ottomans I will use in our next war. I also hit the relations limit, so how about we break the alliance with Savoy? How about we break it with Milan? We actually should expand there for the mission tree. And I should probably not annex Bosnia, because I want to have them in the tree. Well, right now I'm gonna go and declare a war on Serbia. No. Right now I'll wait to get the Imperial opportunity in the next reform, because I'll use the Expand Empire on Serbia, which is also a war with Poland. That win with the Ottomans gives me army professionalism and perma claims on entire Balkan region, and since I expanded a lot in the Balkan region, I'm gonna get for 20 years some siege ability, admin mana. Well, Wallachia is my subject. Wallachia and Moldavia. Well, there's no Moldavia. But yeah, now, in the peacetime, in the HR, we are getting 46 Imperial authority every month. There it is, 434 yearly tax income for us. It's not much at this point. And everyone in Empire also gets the diplomatic reputation. How much diplomatic reputation we have? 9. Okay, let's declare that war on Serbia. It's not bad. I'm actually also gonna separate peace Poland to give their HRE provinces back to the Teutonic Order. You know, I made Venice small enough in their last war that I can expand empire into them, but I'll make sure to take their capital while peacing out. Reich Schofrat. It's a guarantee from progress and a modifier for idea, cost, and diplo rep. Another diplo rep until the end of the game. Absolutely, take it. In tier 4, how about we boost the bonuses from the papacy? No, just when I was about to fight with France and still having a few more years of truce with the Ottomans. That French hackbox is not good news to us. I could fight 50,000 here or 50,000 here, but both the Duchess of Burgundy dies. Obviously, this will not help later on to change to Zoroastrian, but it is fine. I think our gov capacity should be also fine because we are an empire, so I'm gonna naturally go and state everything that we just inherited. And we're also gonna go ahead and start collecting the trade here. Instead of transferring from Pest. Our income is now, thanks to it, up to 86. Should probably better organize our trades, but you know, with this setup it's not that easy. It might be the most worth to move our main node simply to English Channel. Why from Vienna transfer it to Venice? We're just collecting both. I think I'm gonna, for now, get more trade chips. This is a very helpful event because I'm gonna use it to get Prague to level 3. Obviously it costs 5,000 by default, so this will help a little bit. Obviously at the cost of 500 ducats, but it's still gonna be worth for us as 25% from 5,000. It's way over 1,000. So that's some money that we're gonna save, which we don't have yet. But if you know, sell titles here, few loans there. I have so many mill points. You can actually go and spend them, especially that you have a golden era, on recruiting the generals. I think there's also a cheaper general in here. Let's stack these two together. Oh, can most importantly take the next Imperial reform. We're getting 0.54 right now, and we can start going to the centralization. What it is important for me now is to invest mill points, generals, so I can slacken, so I have manpower to invest into the monument. With this now improved, a lot of manpower spent on that, we're getting 0.60 Imperial authority every month. That's the moment to declare on France. Well, this I can release vassals on that CB. On the other hand, my truce with the Ottomans ends in 4 years. So, if I wait 4 years, attack the Ottomans, and go belligerent France, that's an insane size of the war for us, but we take the course of the subjects here, and we release the subjects here. How about for that we go ahead and ally England, so they potentially help us. That's gonna be a nice war. Austria, England, and Castile versus the Ottomans and France, plus a lot of minor nations. With the Emperor dying in the middle of the war, I really have Imperial authority for the next reform. We should finish that war ASAP. So you know what, the extra mill points that I'm having, let's invest that on faster sieges. With ideas finished, I can already grab additional diplomat and monthly autonomy change. And just automating the diplomats, that's also working much better than in EU5. Obviously the next choice that we have to take is influence, so I get that policy for the annexation cost and this annexation cost as well. So from France I'm making sure to take the two empire provinces that they had, plus losing a bunch of the other nations that I'm hoping will join the HRE. I think, yeah, I couldn't predict that my ruler would die during that war. You see, I've wasted 20 Imperial authority. I'll be already having the next reform and 20 into the other. With all the scores granted to my subjects, that also looks much better. We should be going. Because you know what's the issue? There might be no Zoroastrian when I get to Persia, so it's slowly time to think about going there. But first we gotta secure the HRE. Yeah, that goes. This gives us the co-creation cost. Yeah, now we go for the next one. Oh, and that made Byzantium join the HRE, and I weakened the France, so that's power projection, permanent claims in the entire French region, more of armies and province wars caucus. So probably should wait with it until the next war with France, but it's not like I'm stacking war score cost. I should go for Malta in that case. I'm not. Let's go and make sure that Byzantium is of our religion. And Poland is small enough, my friends, to restore empire on them. And that Byzantium joining the empire, by the way, gave me, I don't know, 12 or so of imperial authority. Now we really want Bulgaria and Wallachia to do the same. The last night, Maximilian von Habsburg. Yes, please. I'm actually surprised Austria does not have anything unique for tier 5. I just go for the artillery barrage cost. Expanding empire into Denmark, that's under 7 imperial authority, which allows me to take almost the next reform that gives additional imperial authority growth. We just need to get some diplo rep, so that should be more than easy. I click this, then I click this, so it now grows 83 every month. That's a highway to revoke the privilege. The Imperial Border Mission gives me Imperial authority. What was the requirement? No external nation has HRE provinces anymore. Every HM member state that is not a rival or rivaled by Austria gains trust, and I'm too strong for them to rival me. That's 15 Imperial authority, and every capital gets some development and manpower in the eatery. I actually should go focus on this, I have so much mana, because that's additional Imperial growth. So we need to get 3 more provinces in our country to 25 development. It shouldn't be hard, you just go to the dev tab, we sort it by development, and that's gonna be... how about gold mines? Intel. And this one. Let's do the gold mines. You see they cost more because this is like, for example, mountains. It's too bad these guys are not loyal. Can do this. Let's get it to 25. Let's get this to 25. Now we are needing 34 from gold now. And these provinces also need buildings. Let's start getting them. And then we need to choose a third one. Dijon. Let's do Dijon. Anyway, with this decision taken, let's Imperial authority growth. Some provinces get some bonuses. Couldn't care less. 0.77, so it's gonna be 0.87 once there's peace in the empire. And just before I'm able to take the next reform, the reformation started. And it started in Genoa, so as long as it starts in someone's capital, you know, it's not that bad. You just need their state religion to change. So when I peace then, I can enforce the religion and get rid of that center. And we actually want to kill the reformation before we revoke, because honestly once I get to this, I don't care if there's Protestants etc or not. They can be Protestant. I need to go Zoroastrian and film all of my mission tree. Anyway, here it goes. That's another Imperial authority growth modifier. So it's at 0.96, and obviously we've got the dominant faith. These guys are not even Protestants. If I wanted to do something, I cannot do anything. Oh, even if I wanted to invite Bulgaria, I can't because they are an empire. I could enforce religion on them to increase the chance though. Then even with that, it is good enough. Welcome to the empire. That's 7 Imperial authority. Oh, I should use that with next war with France. It's not like I need it. And with the peace in them by 1.14 every month. I'm actually hoping to revoke the privilege before more nations, like any nations, convert to... At least the center of reformation is in Sweden, but it's bad because it's not a capital. So I can't get rid of it easily. And then Zlewikk. Aha, it's not like an official faith. So it's just peace, so I cannot enforce religion on these guys. I would need to declare war and enforce it. Honestly, this is the best thing I can do. It's just one step because I have deploy ideas. And same Lucca. And that's actually not bad, I'm gonna get rid of them being Protestant. And my morale is so high, it is 6. 6 morale is insane. Because I have that event. Look, I can actually rush the force really easily because the difference in the morale speeds it up, makes it easier. And enforcing religion on a country where their capital is a reformation center makes it disappear. It is gonna be, yes, gone, reduced to atoms. That's why Sweden getting in Scania is not an ideal scenario. They would be converting the northern Germany nations. In case you're wondering, right now I'm gonna just speed 5 to get enough Imperial authority. It's gonna probably be more like 80 to get everyone. And then I'm gonna revoke the privilege, and that's when we'll go after France and the Ottomans again. Oh, it looks like all my subjects within the HRI no longer count into the relation slots. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and ally like stronger members of the empire, like Denmark, like Saxony, like Poland, Brandenburg, just to make sure they don't leave the empire. It's time to start investing into the Schönbrunn Palace, because that's a diplomat, but most importantly that's a chance to inherit the Emperor's Union, and how much I need time to start integrating them. Like here I have 30% chance to inherit Hungary at one of there. I don't even have to spend diplomat on that. So with this at 52, I could already take the privilege, but you see 35 princes would reject it, so they wouldn't be my subjects. We need to wait for this to increase. I can take Tech 10, which is the third idea group. As we discussed, we're going for influence to stack the diplo annexation cost, and that income from vassals is gonna give us a lot of money. I think that should be a more or less maximum that we're gonna accept that, because Denmark and Genoa are Protestant. Poland hates us because I took the lands. I don't know who is the fourth one, but let's still go ahead and click it. So it's Genoa. It is Venice for the same reason as Poland. This Poland. And this Serbia, yeah, also because of trust. We will be getting them back. These are all my subjects. That's my income, that's gonna be growing. And let's go ahead and take the missions that we just unlocked, which is gonna be the Venetian ports, with all these minor bonuses. Duchy of Milan, with all these bonuses. Obviously we have to expand it to Naples now. But we'll be continuing to click more. There's also Austrian Netherlands, which gives me the Grand Council of Mechelen guarantee form, thanks to which the Dutch revolt will not happen. And there's plenty more ahead of us. I'll end episode 1 over here, because that's a long episode already. 1513, Revolt the Privilege, yeah, that's not the fastest, I know, but that was a lot of pleasure, and I think it was not tryhardy enough for you guys to follow this in your own campaign. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check our store strategymaps.co, where we're having over 190 maps for you, including 1337 and 1444 maps.